Hey everybody, welcome back. If you're an introvert and you're staring at the upcoming holiday season and it looks like it's going to be a 3 month marathon of small talk and noise and people asking, "So, what have you been up to?" Breathe, you're in the right place. Today, I'm going to give you the ultimate holiday survival guide. You know what? Scratch that. This is going to be your ultimate holiday thriving guide. You're not just going to make it through Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, Quanzah, Christmas, Yule, New Year's, or whatever else you're into. No, we're going to make this guide so you could be the socially efficient ninja this holiday season. Let's get into it. Let's start with a mindset shift because every great introvert strategy starts in the mind. It's where we spend about 97% of our time anyway. So most holidays are marketed as everyone being together constantly, right? In one or two loud rooms, right? There's multiple conversations going on at the same time. Kids are running around because they're all jacked up on sugar. And then there's always that weird uncle that wants to talk about politics because he likes to start fights. So, what are we going to do about this holiday season? What I want you to remember is that holidays are not just about constant engagement, right? It's about choosing the moments that matter the most to you. So you don't have to be on all the time, right? You're not Santa. There's no professor or teacher that's going to be grading you, right? You get to decide where your energy goes. Think about your social energy as a phone battery, right? Introverts plug into the party wall outlet, right? They can jack that phone battery up immediately. We introverts, on the other hand, are like solar panels in December where we only get a couple hours of sunlight every day. So we need a plan, right? So there's three things that I want you to focus on as an energy strategy. The first one is pre-recharge ritual. What do I mean by that? So before any event, give yourself at least 30 minutes of something silent or something calming, right? That could be walking the dog, that could be meditating, that could be staring at a wall. You could contact your local witch and send out some good intentions, honestly, whatever works at this point. But do something for yourself for at least 30 minutes. Number two, set your social budget. So, what I mean by that is know your limits. How far can you go? So, maybe you only got 2 hours in you. That's great, right? That means you're going to do your absolute most and be your best self for 2 hours. Not try to extend yourself to the exhausted 5 hour limit where everything is just piled on with leftovers and you're trying to make it through the rest of the day. We're not about doing that. So how do we get around it? How do we get to that 2 hour mark, right? If that's all we got, we need to schedule micro breaks, and that's number three. So this may sound weird, but bathroom breaks are not just bathroom breaks, right? They're a sanctuary, especially for introverts like us. So if you don't want to do that, if there's a line to the bathroom, especially if you're at your grandparents' house and it's an older house and you only got one bathroom and it's like a carousel, maybe that's not going to work. So go outside for a second, especially if everyone is stuck inside. Go outside, front yard or backyard, catch your breath. If there's still too many people around, go sit in your car. Maybe take a walk around the block, right? Worst case scenario is you go into the pantry and close the door and you start trying to see how many expired cans of food are on the shelves. Uh, no one's going to know. No one's going to question it. You're going to be okay. So let's talk about the social part. How do we get through this strategy that we've put in place? Because when we have to engage with other family members or maybe some extended family and friends, right? We want to be able to have something that we can lean on. And I don't want you to perform, right? That goes against the entire point of what I'm trying to teach you today. All I do is I want you to have a plan. And so when we start engaging these conversations, you don't have to explain everything that's going on in your life, right? What I like to do is I like to be the one that's going to ask canned questions, something that you can repeat with different people, right? People love talking about themselves, especially if it's family members that you've only seen a couple times this year, or maybe you haven't seen them since the last holidays. So you're going to look like an amazing conversationalist while you're only contributing roughly 6 words. Ready? Where did you go for vacation? That's it. So then we need a boundary line. And this is where the conversation comes to kind of like a natural pause, right? And you don't want to feel stuck in that current situation anymore. You need an out, right? Simple things. Hey, I'm going to step out for a second. Hey, I'm gonna go refill my drink really quick. Or, the dog catches your eye in the backyard. Hey, I'm gonna go check on the dog. Boom. Exit achieved. No drama, no guilt, right? And then when you're ready to engage in another conversation or want someone else to approach you, then you're ready at that point in time. So back to the intro, when we get the ultimate question. So what have you been up to? Again, don't overthink it. Have something already planned and ready to go. So what is something that you've done recently that you've accomplished, or something that you're currently working on? And then just go to that every single time, because your uncle or your aunt that is asking you that question is not going to be overheard by your cousin in the other room. And so you can easily rinse and repeat every single time. Something as simple as, oh yeah, I've been working on a couple projects at work, right? We're working with a couple different companies. This is the customer that we're helping right now with this certain project, and it's been good. Boom, that's it. You're done. No one needs a TED talk, right? Just 30 seconds, maybe a minute. Say your piece, and then we can move on. All right. So now let's flip the script. We don't want to be in survival mode this entire time. At the very beginning, I said we're going to make it a thriving guide. Let's see, I'll trip myself up again. I want you to make sure that you're actually enjoying the season the way you want to. So what else can we do, right? We've already talked about some different strategies about before and during, but we can make this even better. So what can we do when we need an escape, right? Create the introvert oasis, if you will. So designate a quiet corner, right? Something that you could even keep in your peripherals, because that would make it immediately easier for you to understand or know that, hey, there's a porch, right? There's the front door, there's the back door, and that instantly reduces your stress, because especially if you can see it, you can make it there at any time that you need to. Another thing that would be great, because as introverts, we thrive when we have a purpose, we have a mission. A lot of the things that I talk about in a lot of my videos and even commenting is have a mission. Go into it with a mission, because you're not it helps, especially me, not overthink the entire situation. So offer to be the one that takes the photos, all the family photos, all of the dreaded family photos, all of the retakes. How about you be the person? You make it quick, you make it efficient, take a whole bunch of photos, and then hand the camera back over or the phone back over, and then you're done. You could be the one that likes to help doing the dishes. Why? Because usually it's your grandma or your aunt or your uncle, someone that's usually just one person that's washing the dishes. And if you don't get to spend a lot of time with that person, go be the helper. You just created a one-on-one situation that introverts like us thrive in, right? So remember that. You could also be the one that goes and plays with the kids for a little while. You could be the snack refiller. If there's a spread out and you notice that something is going low, go ask the host, whoever it is, hey, do we have more of this? Do we have more of these chips? Do we have more of these cookies? Can I refill these, right? It gives you structure, but it also gives you a natural escape, because you can keep your eye on things, and then you can go do something and you don't feel guilty because you're fulfilling a purpose. And then you're helping other people there. And lastly, create moments that you actually like. So yes, maybe parties drain you, right? For most introverts, they are. That's the reason that we are the way we are. That's our personality type. But you go because, every year, right, your aunt or your uncle put on like the best holiday light display, and that's what you want to see. That's where you're going. Maybe it's your grandma's chicken or turkey that you absolutely love, and that's why you want to go every single year. Or maybe it's those one-on-one conversations that you have with your cousin or your sibling that's moved out of state, and you don't get to see them very often, because this is the point in time, this is the time of year where you're gonna have their attention, and you get to see them in person and sit down and talk with them, and that can be one-on-one conversations. So plan for those moments and make sure you highlight them. Another piece that I want to talk about is, especially as an adult and an introvert, with or without a family. If you have a family, it's even better, but you get to create your own traditions based on your personality. And if you have a significant other in your life and you share a lot of these same interests, you may even have the same personality type, it's even better and it's even more enjoyable. So maybe that's something like taking a quiet walk the morning of Thanksgiving, usually before all the chaos ensues later in the day. Maybe you want to do a movie marathon, after Christmas, or after Hannukkah or Quanzah, right? Whatever that time frame is for you and your family, you can create something that has some quietness in it, where you can reduce the amount of conversation. Maybe you do a solo coffee run the morning of New Year's Eve, right? Or that afternoon, to give yourself an energy boost before it goes into the late evening, right? To welcome in the new year. You can do absolutely nothing if you want to for an entire day before any of these holidays. It's totally up to you. Your holidays don't have to look like everyone else's. You need to create holidays that feel right just for you. So let's bring it home. This year, instead of bracing yourself for the noise and the overwhelm, step into the season with a plan that protects your energy and it creates joy on your terms. You're not too quiet. You're intentional. You're not avoiding people. You're navigating them with strategy, right? You're doing this all in your head. People don't have to know what you're doing, right? With the right tools, this could actually be your best holiday season ever. So everybody, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. Please share this with other introverts in your life, other family members that you may be seeing this holiday season, and especially those who are probably Googling right now, how do I hide during Christmas dinner? So just know that you're not alone and you've got this. Until next time, bye.